Hi, I'm Sean Smith. This is Sean Smith Photos, where I edit street photography and occasional travel photos in On1 Photo Raw. So it's been a while yet again. Life gets in the way. But very exciting. On1 has announced the release date for On1 2024, which is November 2nd, this coming Thursday. This is going to be great. And I've got my hands on pre-release software, so there is some bugs or potentially some bugs. And this is my first thoughts on the new version, and I'm specifically going to be focusing on the UX changes. Let's get to it. Before I get into the UX changes, the biggest thing that I saw right off the bat is the speed improvement. On1 2023 was incredibly sluggish, especially when switching from the browse to the develop module. But now I go here and I hit D, and it was like half second, 3/4 of a second. But if I open up 2023 and I'm in the grid mode, same thing. I'll even find the same photo. Yeah, okay, same or similar photo. And now if I hit D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nothing's happening. I gotta hit D again. It just takes so long, and then loading up, you can see the status bar here takes a really long time. So for me, 2023 was, for the last few months, was really difficult to work with, but 2024, awesome. So I'm going to go to film strip mode, and I'm just going to go to the next image by hitting my right arrow key, and it's ready really fast compared to 2024 or 2023. It's ready right now. Previously, I would also need to wait 3 to 5 seconds per photo. So this is a massive improvement. On1 2020, On1 team, thank you. Really happy about that. Something I'm a lot less happy about, however, is the UX. There are a lot of UX changes that don't make sense to me. None. 0 sense at all. All right, so let's go back to grid mode, and I can do that over here by clicking the grid, or I can hit G. And I'm going to open up 2023, and I'm going to go back to the grid mode as well. So we're going to talk about some of the changes. And you can see here, 2023 is slow. Now, at the bottom of the grid mode or the film strip mode, you have these filters and text. So if I want to filter by keywords or perhaps file names, so when I'm finished culling shots and editing them, I'll rename them to match the folder name, month, year, and then number. So I want to make sure that I'm only looking at shots that I haven't culled yet. So I'm going to go in DSCF. That's the file prefix for my Fuji camera. And boom, I can see all of that easily. And down here, there's a little X. I can remove it. This is in 2023. If I go to 2024, it's not here. In grid mode, it's not here either. I know where it is now. It took me a little while to find it. It's in this new search option at the top. But this requires more work to get to, because I actually have to click something. I have to click the text, and then it doesn't appear in the center. It makes me move my mouse way over here. And okay, I can filter that, and it works exactly the same. Now I'm seeing only that. But in 2023, when I'm down, where'd it go? Uh, over here, I can see like 1 of 294. And then if I'm in 2024, I don't know how many shots. I have to go down to the bottom. So it's top to bottom 2023. It's top left or top center to top right. It's really easy to see the total number of shots. Like, I'm just moving all over the place to find things. Now, how do I unfilter this text? There's no X here to delete the text. I actually have to manually go in and delete it and then wait for it to update to show all of my shots. Or I can hit none. But what if I'm filtering by text, and then I want to filter also by attribute and show only shots that I have not rejected? Yeah, so there's no X shots here. Now, how do I get rid of the text? I have to keep clicking instead of just, I don't know. It's not intuitive. I can't see it being an easy interface for new users to find or get used to. So let's move on to perhaps editing a photo. Okay, which I've done a couple of times already. Let's grab which photo should I edit? I need something I want to mask. Okay, you know what? I edited this one. I'm going to just edit the same one that I rejected. So we'll go into the edit mode by hitting the D key. And all right, that was a little bit slower than expected. So I obviously rejected this shot because I screwed up the focus. You can see here my subject is out of focus and my background is in focus. So immediately what turned me off over here is I go to tone and color and I'm missing the AI options that you can see in 2023. So if I go here and I go to edit, just to remind everybody what was there, tone and color, I've got tone, manual, AI, auto. I really like this. AI match, AI auto. I like using this. I want it back. But in 2024, that's not there. It's assuming I want to use Brilliance AI. Now let's try out Brilliance AI. Okay, I think it did a nice job on that, but why does it have to be in two different sections? Keep it baked into tone and color because it's basically doing tone and color. So I'm not looking into how to work with Brilliance AI. Basically, I'm saying is that in the tone and color, I want the AI auto and the AI match back. I like those buttons. And then I can click them and I can play around with the sliders and I can go to the other one and play around with the sliders. Now I have to close tone and color and open Brilliance AI, and I don't have the two options. I have this tone amount and color amount slider, which, you know, does a great job, and I'm not doing a review of that. But it's different than the AI match and the AI auto. Basically, what I'm saying is I want both. I want Brilliance AI, which I really like, and I think is going to be great for batch editing. But I miss the AI auto and the AI match as well. One other thing that I found kind of jarring is in On1 2023, tone and color, we go develop, effects, portrait, sky, local. 2024, it's develop, local, portrait. Why was local and effects swapped? It's just making things confusing. there's no benefit to doing that, in my opinion. All right, so let's go in here, and I'm going to hide the presets by doing Control left arrow. And let's say I want to mask out, or sorry, not mask out, but remove this life thingy. So I go over here and I choose perfect eraser, but there's no drop down for the different options. Okay, it's here, but where are my options? They don't appear automatically. It took me a while to figure it out. I have to move my mouse up here, and then the options slide down. And then I have to click again to choose, oh, I want the perfect eraser. All right, so, and it's disappeared before I can look at the different options that are available. Like if you move your mouse a little bit, it just disappears. What I want is I want to see if they want to keep this hiding option, which I think is probably good for people working on smaller screens like a laptop. There should be an option in preferences to always show the toolbars. I want to see this all the time. So if I change to this one, I want this to always be here. I change to this one. Oops. I change this one. I want it always to be here. Now, it's really frustrating that it's not like that. Okay, so and I also missed the text. I would rather have the text here rather than a tooltip show up. I want to know what it's called, not just an icon. So I'm not actually going to brush out this distraction. My point is that I don't like the way things are hidden. Okay. Another thing that's hidden is over here. I got all of these are hidden. Please give me an option to always display them. I've got a big screen. I want everything to display down. I understand if you've got a small screen, hiding it, that works great. It's important. But don't change the interface for everybody. Give them options, right? Let's go back to Browse. I just remembered there's another thing here in Browse. Right here, same thing. Everything is hidden, but all of these could easily fit down here. And I know in the preview videos that On1 released, they're talking about it's less distracting. It's more annoying because now I have to click more. And I might forget that something exists or not even bother looking at it because I can't see the icon or the option. In the preference dialog, please add options to always show all toolbars. Or right here at the bottom, maybe there'll be another a checkbox, and I could put this checkbox always expand. And then instead of being a tooltip over here, it would expand down here. Okay, so this is what I would really like to see. Now let's go back to the develop module. I hit D on the keyboard, and we're going to go into locals, and I'm just going to really quickly make some changes, and I'm going to mask something or other. So I'm going to add an adjustment, and I'm going to do something with the sky. Now, as soon as I open this up, I get this annoying pop-up that's covering my image. So I need to move it over here, but now it's covering my options. Why on earth this was changed is completely beyond me. If we look at 2023, and I open up a local, and I add the local in here, and the masking options slide down. Everything's all together, so I can just keep it all there. But if I'm in 2024, I open this up, now I got to go find this pop-up. And when I opened it up for the first time, the pop-up was like way over here, and my eyes were not there. I couldn't find it. I had to look around. It should just stay all together. Make the slide out. At worst, make it a fly out so that it's still attached and it comes out here just like this menu over here does. Okay, I don't like either of those options, but really the best option is just to have it slide down. Okay, so yeah, a lot of these changes I'm not really happy about. I'm not seeing a lot of advantages to them. Yeah, let's go back to grid. And film strip mode by hitting F. Now when I'm down here, I really miss the options that you have in 2023 where you can see your picks, your ratings, your stars, all of that. Just wait for this to load because 2023 is very slow. And go to film strip. So all this stuff right here, I use this all the time. And I'm looking at the film strip mode and I'm moving it around, except for it's really sluggish right now. But I can't do this in 2024 because it doesn't exist here. I have to move from the bottom of the screen to the top of the screen and then click open the text. And now it's not here in the center, it's on the left. I need to open up the attributes. And it's not under here, it's on the left. And if I want faces, which I haven't checked, or metadata, again, it's all down here. Like, I think what I would do is I would keep this here because this advanced search is really, really powerful. But we have all of this space at the bottom that's not being used. Now, again, maybe on a laptop, all of this stuff is coming in and creeping in here and eating up space. So what I would have is in the preference dialog, an option to enable this same view that we have here, where we can see the filters above the film strip or at the bottom of the grid view. I would like to have this permanently available. So to sum up my recommendations for the 0.1 release, or whenever this can be addressed, is that On1 add options in the preference dialog to make hidden items always visible, specifically editing tools option bar. So, you know, when you're using the brush tool or anything like that, the bar is always visible if you turn that on. This will help people with larger monitors like me who don't need to save real estate, as well as make it easy for people who are using smaller monitors like laptops, and they do need to be careful about real estate. The second thing is return masking options to how they worked in On1 2023. Slide down, not a pop-up. Keep everything together in the same dialog. It doesn't make sense to have this pop-up that sits on top of the image that I'm trying to edit. It's not helpful at all. Okay, reduce the number of clicks to do common tasks. As I mentioned, you know, you gotta go click here, click there. A lot of things have been hidden away and it makes it more tedious and difficult to do. I would also like to see the return of basic filters to the bottom of the grid view and film strip view, or a preferences option to enable or disable that, so that when I'm looking at the film strip or the grid at the bottom, I have the option to quickly filter by stars or text or likes and dislikes, things like that. Really, really helpful. And finally, I would love to see the return of AI Auto and AI Match to the Develop tab. This would really help me, and I'm sure many others who also like it. Thank you for listening or watching. I will be returning with more videos in the days to come. Looking forward to the full release of On1 2024.